Hi guys, here's a nice little tip for you learning your screw shots, improving your screw shots. It's called the lettuce technique. It involves holding the cue like a piece of lettuce, and what this shows is that it's actually the weight of the cue that gets the screw back, not strength and physical force, which almost all players below 100 break standard are grabbing the cue, holding the cue, strangling the cue too tightly to have any chance of playing consistent screw back, an efficient and economical screw back. So how that looks is picking the cue up here, and that doesn't mean you can tighten those the tips of the finger and the thumb. It means form a circle with the finger and the thumb and form that circle there. Can you see that? Just holding the edge of the cue, not underneath and tightly, just nice and loose. Form a circle, an O shape, a ball shape, almost actually as if, can you put a ball in there? Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, something like that, okay? In fact, that could be a good way of doing it. If the fingers are long enough, you could try that. Anyway, how that looks is something like this. And the idea is not forcing, not having any agenda about the speed you're going to play, and not trying to force it, just like a pendulum. Come back, let it drop forward. Come back, let it drop forward. So chalk essential. Draw back, let it drop forward. And you'll see there's no strength at all there, but the chalk essential again, no strength at all, it's the weight of the cue that applies the force and the rotation on the ball. That's very much pendulum-like, coming back and going through the ball. I can do another one side on for you. I'll just leave the camera there, I'll play one into the bolt pocket for you. So this is what it looks like from the side on. In the finished position, we're still holding the cue very loose with the circle. If you find yourself doing this or clutching the fingers together like so, then that's cheating. The fingers have got to be all separate and you've got to have the circle there. Okay? Then if we go to 90-degree view, what we can see here is the importance of height. So what we want to go is down here on the white ball, maybe for a bit of confidence come up here and then gradually go a bit lower. We're playing at about this sort of speed here, between 2 and 4 out of 10, just to keep the control easy. Start with slow speeds and gradually build them up over time. So again, lettuce technique again, -4, pull it back, pendulum forward, and it's effortless. And then if I revert to using a normal grip hand, same height, same, nice and loose. Tends to be a bit easier to move the cue flatter when you've got the proper traditional grip hand. The lettuce technique is great for just teaching you that it's the weight of the cue that pulls the cue ball back. But effectively what this shows us is the weight of the cue is playing the shot, and this extra finger contact here is really as a bonus for feel and control. And one of the biggest mistakes I see players make with screw back is they're trying to do too much too early. They're trying to do the Judd Trump special from the off when they're not even ready to do shots like this consistently. So I find myself very, very often saying to players, look, totally downgrade your expectations in screw shots to 10% of what it is at the moment, and do that 10% of what you think should be your maximum screw shot consistently, and go to 15% the next week, 20% the next week. And that is the way to end up with effortless, economical screw shots where you're not putting excess force into the hand. What tends to happen is players are so eager and excited, the hand tenses, they lift the butt of the cue because the mind's saying go at the bottom of the ball. They miss cue, so then the next shot they go a bit higher on the white ball, which gets even less backspin. So they hold even tighter to try and compensate for the lack of backspin, and it just goes into a downward spiral. So keep it simple, keep it short, build on a minimum level of screw back and increase it over time. So that the difference in height that I played there was probably only 2 millimeters or so. This is the Snooker Gym Player of the Year for 100 break players. You come to a stop in a controlled way and begin the delivery in a controlled way as well.